Cinder block.
Stop fighting.
Hey, hi, Paparoon.
Oh, hi.
Mr. Paparoon. Hello.
How's it going? Yes.
Hi.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Getting some angle today.
Yes. Well, little birthday gift to myself, you know. It's my birthday month. I was like, you know what? She's getting some angle.
Angle of the dangle. What's going on, guys? Welcome back, or welcome to another video. Today, we're putting angle on the G35.
Yeah.
It's G35. Because we have weekend adventure things going on that you'll have to watch. There will be a link down below so you can watch them. But we need to get his car prepped and ready. So tonight, we're putting on an angle kit, and Hayden should be here shortly. Well, I guess not technically an angle. Is this an angle kit?
That's what they call it. Technically, it's like a, it's
What
a
kit
really,
is
it's the GK Tech, I believe it's just the Z33, V35, G35 angle kit. It's
How
one
much
that,
angle is this
it's
supposed
an
to be?
angle kit that allows you to get more angle without having to get like a completely new knuckle. So it uses the stock knuckle. It says you can get up to 60 degrees of angle, which is really good compared to how terrible the angle on these cars is normally. So
How's these is?
how what? How's these is? How
Right on.
these is?
Well, let's
Yeah.
do some car Rochambeau.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do some car Rochambeau, and yeah,
Yeah.
little mamas.
Platform. So we've got some dust boots because we got some Heim joints coming in here, and I got the option to get it with the rack offset spacers, which from a video I watched essentially makes it so that your toe arm doesn't reach. It gives you more angle. Okay.
It gives you more angle. It gives you more angle without over centering your rack. So it's like it's easy to add a couple of degrees of angle on these cars in particular, on G35 and Z33 platforms, because they have a bump stop on them, and you can take that out and get like 5 to 7 more degrees of angle. Hey, what are you eating? Stop that.
Got it. I don't know what it was, but
Dog life.
I've gotten used to shoving my hand in her mouth to make sure she doesn't eat things
That's hot.
she's not supposed to. Okay, so
Anyway,
let's see.
so basically what the rack offset spacer does is you can get that as like a cheap little quick mod that you can add onto your car and get like another 5 to 8 degrees. I'm not sure exactly, don't quote me on that, of angle without over centering your rack. So it's just like
Yeah.
one more step to being able to throw a lot more angle at it.
It comes with these extra like tie rod extension pieces in case you want to have the max amount of threading inside the housing here, so they give you extra ones just in case for whatever reason if you have like a different inner tie rod. That way you can have max thread
Pitch
connection. Yes.
Stuff.
Okay, but they send you the main goodies all are already like connected. So here you have your new outer tie rod end with nice Heim joint. And then what this essentially does, this is gonna go on the stock knuckle, and it moves the stock tie rod point. Basically it's like right here on the stock knuckle, and it moves it back, which allows the knuckle
More
to extend more.
articulation of the wheel.
Yes. So
And you were saying earlier that you can actually adjust Ackerman with this kit
yes.
as well?
So what that is, it's going to be these little washers right here. If you watch GK Tech's videos as well, they are very good and informative. So
I'll make sure to put those down below in the description so you guys can get like a good education while you're being entertained.
Okay, so basically this is going to be your Ackerman adjustment, and from what they were saying, you can move where the tie rod is, so you can take these both out and scoot your tie rod farther to this side, and then you can put this washer back in, and then you put the bolt back through, and that is your Ackerman adjustment on here, which Dilly would probably have a better idea of what the advantages of moving your tie rod closer to the edge and farther in would be, because I'm not entirely sure. And that is how you do that.
It's okay. It's like buying a new skateboard. You fuck it up first immediately, so you don't feel bad when you slide on it.
Exactly.
Pupper attack.
So yeah. That is, I believe, everything. You got the one for the other side right here. Got some goodies.
The sticks.
Stickers.
Ooh,
and the
shout
install
out.
kit. Little instructions.
The more you know.
Yeah. So
I got the beats.
Sam big.
Hayden's here.
Hello.
Hi.
God,
What did you do?
I spilled on myself, and now my butt is wet, and my shirt is wet, and my pants are wet. And I'm wet.
You're welcome. When you don't have the tools, you make the tools because mechanic. Mechanic.
Mechanic.
sit.
Attack center.
Stay.
Oh, alright.
You work? Yeah, dude. I believe so. I just made it spin, so yeah.
So we're putting the passenger side on first just because we want it to be like thorough in our explanation while we're putting the driver's side on.
What the fuck?
All right.
What the fuck? Why? So much of it didn't even make it in your cup.
But yeah, so we're gonna put the driver's side together actually on camera. But for right now, Duncan's finishing up the passenger side, and then we'll show you guys how much angle. I don't know what's happening behind me, but how much angle comes out of this kit.
No! I don't want you to spit water.
You dribbled on yourself a little bit.
Stupid.
Current situation. We got Hayden involved. The thread master, as he likes to put it. Duncan's doing the other side right now.
Yeah.
It's dark over here.
Alright.
Pump room. Pump in the room.
Keeping the spirits high.
Okay, so we did find some very important things out. Number one, when you are doing this, take the that's not heim joint. That's take the ball joint out of the mounting bracket that goes to the drop knuckle and attach that with the spacer adapter onto your inner tie rod. I guess it's considered your new outer tie rod. Attach your new outer tie rod to your inner tie rod before putting this rack spacer on the passenger side. Put the rack spacer on the outer tie rod or the inner tie rod, and then thread it all in as one piece, and then put I keep wanting to call it a heim joint. Put the ball joint into the mounting bracket on the bottom side. I'll kind of show you guys right now, but Hayden's working on it, so I'm not gonna get in the way too much. But this is what I'm talking about right here. So this is your new outer tie rod. Then it's your inner tie rod if you're reusing it. Right there. She's right here. And then there's a ball joint at the end of your new outer tie rod that goes into this mounting bracket right here. Take this ball joint out and then put it in like this as one piece. Because most of the new adaptive parts are, that's my screwdriver, thank you. Sorry, the pupper ruined.
Okay, Dylan.
Yes.
So, with this in, like,
I'm threading the inner tie rod into the rack, and it's threading out of the outer tie rod. So with the inner tie rod threaded into the rack all the way, we are running out of toe in adjustment.
Well, fuck the adjustment up because we're just going to have to adjust it once we put it down.
I know, but I am not going to be able to thread it. Like, there's going to be the
inner tie rod isn't long enough to stay in the outer tie rod.
Right, but if I'm able to basically disconnect it and then rethread it on, like zero it out, once the inner is all the way into the rack, is that a possibility? Or is that the issue that you guys had initially?
That was what we had initially happen because it got locked up, it bottomed out.
Right.
And then we pulled it through. And then we were like, well, fuck. Yeah, that was the exact issue I had when I was doing it the first time.
Right.
Well, anyway, it's a lot of hodgepodge mismatch here and there. Follow those pro tips for your passenger side so you don't end up doing what we've been doing for the last hour and a half and cussing and fighting and yeehawing with it. Yeehaw. Whatever. It's been too much time, and now it's time for alignment.
So we've got,
which is where that guy comes in. We have everything set up pretty okay.
long story short, we installed it technically not correct, so we're gonna have to go back and fix it later, but we're making the car drivable so that I can get home tonight.
Basically, there's two sets of spacers that connect the inner tie rod to the outer tie rod, and they come with the shorter ones on there, but if you don't have a modified drop knuckle, right?
Usually with these angle kits, in order to run the extended outer tie rods, you need an extended lower control arm. When you have that extended lower control arm, you can run the extended outer tie rods, and then you're getting a lot more angle and clearance out of the kit. But since we're just running the stock control arm set, we're using the shorter outer tie rod and still getting more steering angle, but we don't need the extra length on the outer tie rod.
And that's where we fucked up because we put the longer ones on because we were having trouble on this passenger side, on the first side that we were trying to do, because we actually accidentally stripped one of the nuts that goes into the drop knuckle. So it's stripped, but it's tight. So super annoying and unfortunate, but at least it can't fall off. Moral of the story with that guy is it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get it adjusted.
Back under the car, take it all apart, and put the shorter outer tie rod arms on because I don't have adjustable lower control arms. I still have the factory lower control arms. So in order for us to have the correct amount of toe adjustment, whether it's in or out, I need the shorter ones.
Centered.
And have my rack centered. So right now what we're doing, because I put the longer arms on, we made the rack slightly off center so that we could have the correct amount of toe adjustment to get me home. But we'll come back later, put the correct outer rods on, and then be able to center the rack and have the correct amount of alignment adjustment.
Do that tomorrow before tomorrow night.
Yes.
On Mexico roads, but you guys can watch that down below. Anyway, Hayden's gonna get to aligning this stuff. We'll come back after it's all kind of it moves, and yeah, there you go. This is how you install a GK Tech model.
There's still a fucking check stand on this side.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing. Remember, I told you I'd let you put the car down.
Where was that piece?
Hey, it's been a long night. We're hungry, we're tired,
Yeah.
but still trying to be efficient.
Yeah, exactly.
So Hayden has really maestered this guy. Like we were saying earlier, with the two different length connecting connector, connecty, duple-doos, that makes it really difficult to actually align the car, and the amount of adjustment on the toe is pretty much nothing. But Hayden was able to get this thing like not good, but drivable. So
It's definitely, it's not great, but it's good.
like that, what he said.
It's like pretty okay. And then it's like towed out.
That's gonna wrap it up for this video, I believe. I don't think we have anything else interesting or cool to show you guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more of Duncan's car getting built. Oh, sorry, I smacked Hayden in the face. Make sure to check out tomorrow's video, which isn't going to be exactly tomorrow. It's probably gonna be like a couple days after the fact. It'll come out around the same time this video comes out, because we're going on a Mexican adventure. I talked about it earlier. Link will be down below. And anything else to add, boys?
We're gonna fix it tomorrow.
Race cars.
Yeah.
DIY. All right. Thanks for watching. Later.